Erin, say hi.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to GetPartDaily.com. It is very nice to see everybody. Todd's mic is still blinking. I don't know anything about that. Does that mean that it's not working anymore? Great, that will be me. Hi, good morning. Let's go to the Morning Mountain Camp.
Stand back.
No?
I'm going technical.
Really?
Stand back. Okay. I know I'm just talent. Prepare
We're
yourself.
even using that phrase kind of loosely
All right,
today.
here we go.
Really?
Ta-da! There we go. Yep, 4 years of nothing. Nothing. Welcome to the Todd and Erin Morning
nice.
Stream. GetPartDaily.com. But you know that.
Kind of, I think it was a given, really, let's be honest. Let's
Right?
go to the Morning Mountain Camp. It's brought to you by Black Diamond Experts.
Oh, look, it's pretty.
Experts in electric, plumbing, heating, and air.
It's Christmassy. Oh, did I say that? It's not time yet.
No, don't. I thought you were the one who always whined about Christmas coming too soon and that we never paid attention to Thanksgiving.
This is true.
Which is not a sexy holiday, so why does anyone
Yes,
pay
it
attention?
is.
All right, let's be honest.
You just haven't got the right buckles and hat and pilgrim wear.
We have
Sexy pilgrims.
a new app that we just found out about that gets you discounts on everything. We will tell you all about it.
We got a $10,000 secret tent.
We also have David Beckham being beautiful. I think he's promoting a charity, but he's really just being beautiful.
And one of the traditions in Tooele is going away.
I know, this makes
After
me so
66
sad.
years.
It really is kind of like the way of almost all of these kinds of things, though.
Generations. Oh, and Brighton is opening today. 3 resorts are opening, and
This is so exciting.
it's going to be 61 on Thanksgiving. But they've built up, because it's really cold up there, they've built up 10 to 20 inch base. So try to get to see, because we don't have any snow in the forecast for another 10 days.
That's amazing.
I
I'm
know.
so excited.
So anyway, there you
It's
go.
almost time. I guess this is the year to start Zoe on ski lessons. I won't let any of my kids learn to snowboard because I don't like snowboarding, and every time I try, I end up on my butt for like the entire lesson.
So we're going to torture the kids.
No, but
Not let them.
No, but if I can ski faster than they are, if they try to get away from me, I can knock them off their feet and thus save their lives.
That's what ropes are for.
Yeah, traditionally. So I haven't skied. I've skied backwards for lessons, I think, for the last 8 years. I'm
We
not
got
sure
really
I remember
good.
how to do it the other
We
way.
got really good at going backwards.
I'm not sure we're going to remember how to do it the other way anymore.
But first,
That's good.
All right, so,
let's talk about traffic.
Thanksgiving.
The reason why is because there's insane peak periods. Now, if you're already flying, people go, don't fly on this day. It's like you've already got your tickets. It's a little late for you. However, traffic is going to be 25% higher today on Utah roads, 25% higher. So this is the big travel day, especially this evening. Flights are hellish tomorrow. That's their big thing. And then again, flights are terrible on Sunday. But once again, you've already got your tickets, so there's nothing I can do for you. And then Monday is the big drive day back. So, but it's a good 25% higher traffic than usual. So it's going to be nuts. And they're also asking everybody to please be really careful around shopping malls because everyone's insane now and no one's paying attention because they just got a TV for $20. So they're not even paying attention to
And they
you.
beat up 4 old people to get it.
Yeah, so it looks bad if you hit them. It's not in the holiday spirit at all.
What is the big item this year? Because there's always seems to be a big item. And the new thing that's going on now is that people are buying up the hard-to-get items, and then they're putting them back on eBay for 3 or 4 to 5 times as much.
Isn't that just pure evil?
And I mean, seriously, I guess they found out which ones are going to be hot, and I haven't been following
I know
it.
for a couple of the toys, there's a couple of really high-tech toys that are popular. But you know the weird thing? Do you know those horrible little Hatchables that Zoe likes? If you haven't seen this, parents, it's an egg,
How
plastic
big?
egg, that you can peel apart, and there's a little plastic creature inside. So essentially, I have turned into my mother when I would ask for a toy, and she goes, I'm not buying you a piece of plastic. And essentially, you're buying your children pieces of plastic.
Here's a dirt clod.
But this is a bigger piece of plastic because I guess the Hatchable egg comes to this size now.
Of course it does.
And it's interactive. It's like...
Of course it is.
It's like a sort of a gizmo-ish creature. And so those are the big ones. And they usually go for about $100, but people are already snapping them up for like $115, $120. So...
What is a Christmas gift from childhood that you remember?
That I wanted really bad?
Just think about it. You know, I mean, I got my 10-speed Raleigh
cool.
bicycle.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, it's 3-speed. And I just remember, it's like freedom. I can get the hell out of the house. How awesome is this? And I remember I came down, and I looked at the tree, and it wasn't there.
Oh.
And my dad had it in the next door neighbor's garage, and they had left, and he couldn't get it out.
You're
I
kidding.
was heartbroken. Then they
Oh, my
rolled it in, and it was
gosh.
like, okay, don't hate you as much.
That
But
is
good.
so
Anything. What'd you
sad.
get?
Mine wasn't a toy so much. They sent me to gymnastics camp, and so I got a certificate from my mom, and she made it really cute, and she had it rolled up in like a leotard and some
That was cool.
trunks, and so that was really cool. But yeah, there were no. I think we were probably too poor for a lot of the toys. I didn't know it at the time because Dad was in school as well,
Right.
but I think
There's
that
so
was
much
why.
garbage, though. You know, we look at Zoe, it's like we can take, and other people spoil her, and we could actually collect all the stuff in the living room, put it in a basket, and go put it in the garage. Never missed.
Last year was beating. Does anyone else have to buy? Did you have to buy the Star Lily, like interactive pony thing? Yeah, I finally got that on sale. I think because the box was open at Walmart for like $100, but it was going for almost $200. And it can't work without its magical strawberry, which is a piece of plastic this size.
And we lost that.
And if you lose the magical strawberry, then Star Lily just sits there.
You got a paperweight.
I believe that Zoe played with Star Lily for about 2 days, and now Star Lily is a doorstop in our entryway.
Seriously, it is. There's just so much crap to buy. It's just so sad. What are we doing? We're going downscale, like we always do.
We always say we're going to.
And then you bring out something really nice for me, and I feel bad.
No, that's different.
Then there's tears on Christmas.
No, there's not. Not for me.
Then I want this thing I'm about to show you.
Okay, that's
All
great. What is this? Is this some new tech item or what?
This is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Not really, but yes.
Okay, explain.
Show them a picture of this. I'm not sure what the connection is here.
Is that Colonel Sanders?
It is Colonel Sanders.
What is he hugging?
Yeah, well, he looks like he's mounting this thing, and it is a tent.
Is it like the KFC scented bath bombs or something?
No,
I already got some of
no,
those for your stocking.
That's full size. You can actually go in.
That's
to
a
this.
tent.
It's a tent.
It's an actual what's
It's
it
an
made of?
escape pod
From what?
from the internet.
Okay, wait. Is this like a high tech version of a tinfoil hat? You're blocking the internet rays from your brain.
Well, they're putting it up for Black Friday and for Black Monday for shopping, and all the deals keep coming at you, and the buy one get one free, and all the stuff, and then like this. And if you just want it to be quiet, and for some reason you can't put your machine and turn it off, you climb inside of this thing, and because of the stainless steel
This is for real.
This is for real. And you can go in there and no one can contact you. Of course, $10,000. They were going to charge. But what's Colonel Sanders got to do with this?
This is from KFC.
Right.
And
Show
it's
it
a
again.
Colonel
Show it again.
Sanders.
There is no reason why Colonel Sanders is on top.
I just want to know why KFC is the one who made it. Like, who in the chicken industry went, you know what we really need to make as an
Right.
accessory?
They were going to sell it for $96,000, $485.34. So I think we're talking a little bit of a joke. But, Erin, I'm going to show you.
$10,000 for the
Can I have your
Internet
phone?
Escape
Can I
Pod.
have your phone? I'm going to show you how to save, everybody at home too. I'm going to show you how to save $10,000. Are you ready? They're off. I did it. Of course, I don't have Colonel Sanders riding a tent.
Well, you're kind of missing out on the whole excitement aspect of that. Let's be honest here.
Oh my God! I saw that and I was just like, "What does Colonel Sanders?"
And was that the thing you were triple checking just to make sure that it wasn't like a joke?
Yeah,
that it was for real.
Yeah, and then I googled a couple places, did some searches, and it kept showing up.
Wow.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, Wendy says that her husband said that they're only allowing people to purchase one of the new Xbox X. So apparently they're trying to keep you from stacking up and getting more of those.
And what they're doing is that what the bad guys are doing, they're doing just like concert tickets. They have banks of people doing this, and they just keep buying them. Just keep buying them to get the Xbox deals, and then they go and they sell them for 4 times as much. Because someone's got the money, and
That's just mean-spirited.
someone's gonna die if they don't get the Xbox.
I think that's mean-spirited. I'm sorry.
Well, it is.
I don't like that at all. All right, today is UNICEF World Children's Day, and the only reason
So wait, you're gonna tell us about the coupon thing.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, okay.
You were all excited
explain
about
it.
it.
Well, this is pretty cool. It's actually Google Chrome. They have an automatic coupon tool, and they claim that it's already saved shoppers $148 million.
It's called Honey.
Now, this is really, really cool. I actually did try it out. So you download it onto your phone. And here's the thing that I thought was kind of fascinating. Part of the problem is I always used to search for coupon codes for everything, and there's a lot of different places like Retail Me Not and Coupon Cabin and stuff. And you were all like always amazed by that, like there's a coupon code.
Right. Where'd you find that? Oh, it's hidden someplace on the internet.
But it does take a really long time. But this is interesting. Honey is a free add-on for your web browser. It automatically finds and tests coupon codes while you shop. So let's say that you've installed Honey, you're shopping like normal, and it works in the background. It scours the internet for the discounts and it identifies the codes that are added by other Honey community members. And then you click the orange H when you think you found what you want to buy, and then it goes through it with you, and it finds you the best coupon code. It's really interesting.
And it's free.
For instance, this one woman tried it. She bought like $200 worth of stuff at Banana Republic. She went through, she did the find savings thing, then the Honey thing popped up, and it ran through the codes, and she saved $78.23 off her $200 purchase. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. And she said, all you have to do is basically hit a button. She said the weird thing, though, is that you watch all the codes scroll down on your browser while you're just sitting there, and it's kind of like working for you. And then
Interesting.
and then it changes your final price and everything all for you. But that's kind of cool.
And the reason
free.
it's free, it's because they get a little piece from the manufacturer.
Yeah, everyone gets
from
a
the
kickback.
retail. Yeah, and Good RX, by the way, if you have medications and stuff, just go to Good RX. We were talking about this yesterday. I saved 60% on a medication that I take every time I get a prescription filled on it. So Good RX, just go, no personal information, type in the medication, boom, see where it is, and it's local pharmacies around town. Just want to say that.
Okay, cool. Today, before we get into all the money and all the weirdness and all the spending and everything, I just want to remind you that today is World UNICEF Day, and I love UNICEF because it was the original children's charity,
It was.
and it's still one of the very best in the world at working with kids in third world countries. And for things as simple as, malaria and clean water and things that are so essentially basic to us that it wouldn't even occur to you to even think about it.
Right.
So David Beckham, because he's David Beckham, is also involved, and so we thought we'd have him tell you first because it's so much more interesting hearing it from David Beckham than it is from me. It's true.
World Children's Day, so I partnered with UNICEF to celebrate. And what better way to celebrate than talking to some kids about the world they want to see. Hi guys, thank you for coming. We have to have serious faces on.
Give them more food to eat. Kids would have freedom.
I like that.
Spaceship.
Spaceship.
I would think unicorns.
Jenna looks really excited about that answer. What does it mean to be kind to a friend?
If they get hurt, you could give them a Band-Aid.
My friend's name is Smith, and he's nice to me. I have to respect him back.
Final question. If you could give a grown-up a rule, what would it be?
If they give their child a rule, they have to follow the same rule that they give their child.
I'm the king and I tell them what to do. The pirate king. We don't have to listen to them.
Does he even play soccer anymore?
That man can rock a man bun like nothing I've ever seen. Oh, we were talking about the children, weren't we? Yeah.
See, I finally got her to take down her screensaver, which was Beckham and his underwear ad, because it was annoying the children. Does he play soccer still? Sorry, here, close that.
I've never had a picture of anyone in my underwear on my screen.
I put mine up, but yeah, she took it out.
Took that one down too.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure. But once again, it's David Beckham. I don't care. He's wearing a man bun and he's smiling. That's fine. That's all I need to know. You think it's an accident that UNICEF chose him as a spokesperson?
Probably not.
All right, we better go to Daisy. She's in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She is brought to you by Fink and McGregor. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, you will find out they are mortgage brokers. So they have a million different options for you. I mean, there's one that's like a USDA mortgage. Have you ever heard of that before? Well, they know these things. So it's mortgages made simple. Just go to fink-mcgregor.com. Also by the Vein Clinic. If you go to theveinclinic.com, there's 2 locations. I went to the Riverton one. There's so many different options for pain-free removal of varicose veins and spider veins. Your legs can actually look your age instead of 20 years older. And by All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Right now, John's got a $69 deal where he can come in, they can check your furnace, your heating system, make sure everything's working well. Just go to allutahplumbing.com. Daisy, my dear, what is going on today?
Thanks, Todd and Erin. Hello, everyone. Here's what's making headlines Tuesday, November 21st on GebhardtDaily.com. The family and supporters of Rosie Tapia, a 6-year-old girl murdered 22 years ago in Salt Lake City, are asking for the public's help in solving the case. A new coalition made up of family members, attorneys, and former neighbors held a press conference Monday to once again draw attention to the unsolved crime. Tapia disappeared from her bedroom at the Heartland Apartments at 1616 Snow Queen Place, about 1700 West and 1700 South, in the early morning hours of August 13, 1995. Police found her body hours later in a nearby canal. The family expressed frustration. Salt Lake City police detectives have been unable to find the killer. They say they held the press conference prior to the holidays in hopes of spurring family conversations about Rosie's murder. Police have identified the body of a man found Monday morning in a yard in Sandy. The victim is Michael Hoffman Jr., 44, from Salt Lake City. Detectives were called to 1330 East, 8580 South, just after midnight on Monday morning, where Hoffman's body had been discovered. Investigators said there were no signs of trauma, but the case is being investigated as a homicide. Anyone with information in the case is asked to call Sandy Police Department. And Sandy police are also investigating an armed robbery that happened Monday night at a Holiday Sinclair gas station. Police told Gebhardt Daily the 911 call came in about 10:30 p.m. with reports of a man with a gun inside the store at 153 West, 9000 South. Police say he demanded money from the clerk, then fled with an undisclosed amount of cash. The man was last seen running southwest through the station's parking lot. Anyone who has information about this incident is also asked to call Sandy Police. And time now for the Wasatch Front Weather Report, brought to you by our shiny new sponsors at Brio Technologies, Utah's #1 audio-visual specialists. Those of you heading over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house for Thanksgiving should have some great travel weather this holiday weekend. High temps will be in the upper 50s and low 60s for the next few days, under mostly sunny skies. Overnight lows in the upper 30s to low 40s, and we should stay dry all the way into next week. Not bad for the end of November, and safe travels, everyone. That's it for now. For more local headlines 24/7, go to GebhardtDaily.com. Todd and Erin, back to you.
So it looks like there'll be volleyball for Thanksgiving.
Pretty much.
Actually, it's going to be a safety thing because a lot of families after Thanksgiving go out and throw football around because the football games are on. They kind of like, ooh, work off the thing.
And then you kind of waddle after it, and then you
Right.
pick it up and you weakly throw it back because we're all really too bloated to do anything, let's be honest.
But
okay?
what's nice about it is the ground isn't frozen, so you'll kind of bounce. You don't get hurt.
That's
as
good.
much. What's so funny is someone goes and does something nice. Someone catches them doing something nice,
Are you talking about, what do you,
and they get famous.
are you talking about John and All Utah Plumbing?
Yes, John is now famous. I don't know if you knew that.
He is quite famous. He gets recognized
He
in
gets
7-Elevens
recognized
everywhere.
And you could do this by just hiring them, have them come to your house for $69, and they'll come check out your furnace because 61 degrees is warm, but it's not warm enough for your house. So what they do is they'll come over, they'll check it out, they use all the gizmos that they have. This is not like they stick their head and dust off some dust or something. No, they actually go in and check the compression of the gas. They do a combustion chamber check so you don't get poisoned. They do all of this for $69, and they'll show up in their beautiful truck and maybe get to meet John. Maybe John will be the one coming there. He's a funny guy. So,
Because he'll yell at you. Well, no, he just yells at Todd, actually.
AllUtahPlumbing.com for more information. There's a kid. And someone caught him. Kids, surveillance cameras. And they found this kid doing something. He's 18 years old. His name is Christian. And he works for the Aldi food market.
Aldi? Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so basically what happened is they caught him red-handed, 88-year-old dude. There he is.
Oh, no. He's holding his hand.
He's holding his
He's
hand.
adorable.
He's got his groceries in his bag.
Oh.
And every time he comes in, he walks him home. How nice is that?
I can't even stand that.
Okay, so now we go.
They found out, and then they saw him once and went, oh, that's so sweet. And then they found out that he does this every 2 days when the gentleman comes in to do his shopping, because it's kind of like his outing. It's not only his exercise, but it's like his social life to come into the store and say hi to everybody. But Christian noticed that he was having a really hard time carrying, because he's like a little frail dude carrying his groceries home. So Christian would just sort of like time it so that he could take his break at the same time, so he could walk him home every day.
So a lady named Samantha grabbed the picture and put it up on Facebook. 250,000 likes. He went home and went to the old dude's house, Bob, and he told Bob that he's famous now. And Bob said it's about time. So anyway, it spurred Samantha watching someone else do something nice. Something nice for somebody else, to start her own delivery service for the elderly for groceries, which is something she's always wanted to do. And there she goes. I
absolutely love that.
One person doing something nice, another person sees that, makes them do something nice, and so on and so forth.
Okay, it's our turn to do something nice. Well, it's actually Christopher's Prime Steakhouse turn to do something nice, because we're not actually cooking for you. So here's the deal. With Christopher's, all you have to do to enter to win for Dinner for Four is just to make a comment today on Facebook. You can do it on Gephardt Daily, Gephardt Approved, or here on the Todd and Erin page. That automatically enters you to win, and then every Friday we draw a winner. It's part of our big thank you. We're closing in on 2 million views on the morning stream. And we've been doing this, I think, for 8 months now, 7 months?
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. That's only like
that's because of you watching.
Like
we appreciate you.
4 times more than it was in radio, so that's pretty exciting.
Oh, if you share the show, we can annoy even more people.
This is true. So we would love it if you wanted to share, but no matter what, just make sure you enter today, because we would love to be drawing your name on Friday. And once again, the big thank you. We appreciate you so much. Coming up next.
There's a story about Tooele, and this family's been doing something for 66 years, and it's over.
That is so sad.
I'll tell you what it is coming up.
Todd and Erin's Morning Stream, brought to you by Utah Credit Approval. Bad things happen to good people, helping you on the road to good credit with just the right car. Go to utahcreditapproval.com or call them at 801-404-7201. Also brought by Columbus Travel. Columbus Travel has an epic sale on cruises through the 21st of October. You can get hotel and everything you can imagine just for less than the price you would of simple airfare. You have to talk to them first at columbusvacations.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin Morning Stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com?
Did you know you can buy a house with a 600 credit score?
Really?
We have lenders, we have programs, stuff that's come up in the last couple of years. 600.
Wouldn't you have to have like 50% down or something though?
Nope, 3.5%.
Where would you start the process on this?
Well, Fink and McGregor has a website, 4minutemortgage.com. Just go there, fill it out, up and running.
How long until you get back to us?
1 business day. Whole thing takes about a month, start to finish.
Where do you get the down though if you're broke?
It can be a gift from family, relative, significant other, even your work.
Gift, huh?
Yeah.
You know what that makes me wish?
What?
Makes me wish I had friends with money.
At All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air, we have the best service and the best warranties. Check us out at allutahplumbing.com.
All right, we are back.
What?
I can't get.
Keep going down, honey.
I'm going to go to the action cam. Action cam, action cam. Do 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 do.
That's your hand.
Fingers in the way.
Wow, babe. No, that's just your whole freaking head.
Wait.
Put it down.
Wait, no.
Just.
No. Oh.
Wow, honey.
Oh. Look at that loving couple. Oh,
Richard, I hold you responsible for giving him a new toy. I just want you to know that.
Action cam. Do. Okay. I'll put it down.
So anyway, moving on. Okay, you all know perfectly well you're going to shop on Thanksgiving Day.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are.
No, you're not.
You totally know you are.
No, you're not.
Oh, and by the way, tomorrow we're going to do your Black Friday survival guide. This is if you have to take the offspring with you.
Don't go.
And I have been so many times where you see children and they're doing the boneless chicken thing where they're basically like little petals of protoplasm and they're on the floor.
Don't
and
go.
You try to pick them up and their arms drop limply and they're weeping. We have some solutions that will help you a lot. But
Don't go.
there's a ton that are open, like Best Buy.
Are we going to go down the list of telling people what's open?
Big Lots, Cabela's, you would care about that. Family Dollar, Dick's Sporting Goods,
Family
JCPenney,
Dollar?
Kohl's, Kmart. I know. What at Family Dollar, what are you going to get that's going to be
On sale?
on sale? It's 99 cents today.
Now we're saving
No, but some
money.
of them are big deals, like JCPenney, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. People care about that. What are you doing? Kohl's, that's a big one, 5 p.m. to 1 p.m. Kmart starts at 6 a.m. and stays open until 10 p.m. Michael's, this is for all the big craft psychotics. This is a big deal. They're 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Old Navy opens at 4 p.m. on Thanksgiving. So while you are still making dinner, I could run over to Old Navy and get some stuff.
And
Target,
if
6
you
p.m.
have-
to 12 a.m.
Okay, go ahead and finish.
And Walmart, 6 p.m. Oh, this is kind of cool. Company is releasing color-coded maps of its stores to help customers find what they want. I'll put the list up on getpartdaily.com. If you guys wanna take a look
Actually,
at it.
you can go to a website, and it's called IDon'tLoveMyFamily.com, and they'll tell you all the different stores that are open.
You know, some people love their families enough to want to save them money for the holidays.
I Don't Love My Family, and IDon'tWantToEatPie.com, and you can go there and find out what stores are open.
When I worked retail, I didn't mind working on Thanksgiving. And frankly, in radio, we worked every holiday anyway, so it didn't really change anything. So what are you getting all high and mighty about?
Because I'm not going shopping. I was raising money for the family.
Okay, we'll go with that. Sure.
So
Okay.
are you going to go? No, let's I'm going to straighten this out right now. Because I want to know going in how much I should dislike you.
I have to be honest. The Target things and the Old Navy thing kind of has me going. Number one, because Old Navy does like 50% off, like everything, and so you can score all these winter coats. And I used to get a lot of winter coats for the shelter for kids because they were super cheap.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. I saw that pivot. Yeah, it's for the other kids. You're not getting into heaven, no matter
Really?
what
So
do.
you would rather have the kids at the shelter be cold all winter because you're so selfish? Is that what this is about now? Oh, that's nice. This is my husband. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is my husband, the one that wants the children at the shelter to be cold.
Should I remind you that she would sell our dog for $100,000?
Think of how many coats I could buy. I'm an angel. I'm a giver.
Are you really going to go?
Well, Old Navy opens at 4, and we don't eat until 5. And you, basically,
Wait,
my
what
job
time is it opening?
4.
In the afternoon?
Yes.
Okay, so we're eating at 5.
Yeah. So that gives me an hour to nip down there, grab everything for 50% off, and nip on back. And if I'm a few minutes late, that's all right. There's hors d'oeuvres. It's not like anyone's going to miss me. No one comes to our house for Thanksgiving to talk to me. They come to eat your food because you're a good cook.
So remember, if you want to find out the stores that work, just go, I'm a jerk, I hate my family, my kids can fend for themselves.com.
What if I took the kids with me so they were out of your hair?
I love our children, and I want them to be around as a good father.
That's so cute. Do you think anyone even buys that anymore? Oh, you were serious. Oh.
You're cut off. Joe Biden. Joe Biden had a birthday.
Oh, no. This is so epic. No, Obama, because Obama has to do everything in a fairly cool way, decided what he wanted to do for Joe Biden's birthday is he brought up one of his favorite memes.
Okay.
So can we present it, guys? Because how it goes is this is from his verified account, and this is actually a meme that ran a long time ago because Biden always used to sit there and like mug and play jokes behind his back when he would be talking because you're like, the president's sitting here talking, the vice
Right.
president's going behind him.
And he's looking at people in the crowd in the house, and he's like thumbs up, giving them thumbs up and winking and stuff.
So he added his own name. He had written his, Joe, about halfway through the speech, I'm going to wish you a happy, and Biden goes, it's my birthday! And he goes, Joe. But
Joe.
It's epic. I mean, it's one of my favorite memes of them because Joe Biden was always screwing with him. And you're thinking most vice presidents just sort of stand there and try to stay out of the way.
Right.
And he was constantly screwing with Obama.
They were buddies.
Yeah, so it's very cool.
You know, he hasn't ruled out running, by the
He
way.
says, happy birthday to Joe Biden, my brother, and the best vice president anyone could ever have. That's adorable.
It is adorable.
Joe Biden's not ruling out running for president?
No, someone asked him about that, and he didn't say no.
I'm a little surprised he didn't run last time. He was the vice president.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving this year.
Mm-hmm.
Politics. Oh. We should have a rule. When you come in the house, you have to sign something that there is no talking, because people will be thrown off porches. I mean,
I'm going to post this on our Facebook pages today, but there's actually 5 apps that can make your family situation bearable for Thanksgiving. And it's everything from conversation starters that are neutral and won't have anyone murdered to things that you can do for yourself app-wise that'll actually force you to calm down because it tracks your anxiety level. So I'll post that on Facebook today. So please come and take a look to make sure that you get the apps down because everybody needs
and
a
all
little
it would
something.
take is one comment. And then,
and then the whole table goes off.
There'd be a pig pile, wouldn't there? Just one.
And then all of a sudden the stuffing's
Hey,
flying
can
through
you
the air.
believe what blank did with blank and blank? And then it's on.
Yeah, like Donkey Kong. It's
Give
not
me your
good.
forks, everyone. Give me your forks and knives.
And from then on, turkey will be eating with plastic utensils.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
With your hands.
Please, don't do that.
Vario's Christmas lot.
Now explain this because it's very
This is in
sad.
Tooele. This is in Tooele on Utah Ave. You probably, if you live in Tooele, you know it, because they've been selling trees out of their backyard for 66 years, which means that think of the generations they've seen. Same families coming back, and
Carrying babies, and then their babies are carrying the trees, and that
right. Then you're strapping dad on top of the car. But they're really sad. They said that they're not going to do it because when they wanted to, but when they called the growers in Oregon, because of the fires and stuff, there is a shortage. There's a shortage of trees.
And it's so sad because there's all kinds of comments like Autumn said, always a favorite time going to the lot to pick out a tree.
Right.
Your family's lot was truly one of a kind, and we're going to miss your beautiful tree light and your welcoming smiles. Another guy, I remember going there when I was a kid. I mean, it was really sad. There were like pages and pages of people talking about their experiences there.
Right.
But aside from Oregon, people also used to get them from North Carolina, and they're suffering because of all of the storms and the hurricanes and the droughts.
Droughts, other places.
So it's a lot more expensive this year to get a tree. But for the smaller people like this, the smaller lots, because once the grocery stores kind of took over and started doing it, they really struggled anyway.
Well, they weren't growers; they were just retailers,
Yeah.
and they would ship the trees in. And the problem is because of the fires, because of the drought, because of the hurricanes and stuff. This problem is going to be this way for almost 7 years.
Oh, that's right. That's the growth cycle of the pine, right?
To get a 6-foot tree, it takes about 7 years, 7 to 9, depending on the climate. So it's going to take that long. So anyway,
so we're all going to be embracing the artificial tree with the artificial pine scent that you spray onto it to make it look authentic.
Sad.
Oh, well, we're going to miss you. We're sorry.
We are.
That is sad.
I went to the new Winco yesterday.
Yes.
And they are so smart because they actually put the cinnamon pine cones outside.
Oh, so you have that nice welcoming smell as you come in.
Right? No, it's like being hit in the head.
I love that smell. I won't get it because you won't let me get it.
I would never let you have those.
But I love them.
No.
They're so festive.
No, outside they're barely bearable.
Oh, by the way, isn't Winco doing like buy one turkey, get one free?
No. This is not an ad.
We wish they were paying us, but they're not.
Spend $50, you get a turkey.
Okay.
Like a 22-pound turkey. I mean, that's pretty cool.
And anyone who's spending, you're usually spending $100, so maybe you could get a turkey for free for $50 and for your family, and then you could get the other turkey and drop it off in the food bank.
See, I have to find one more thing. We talked about this. Don't tell them what it's for. But you know the big on car commercials. You know the big bows that they put on top of the car because. Who's not going to give their wife a BMW, right?
Don't you deserve a BMW? Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't deserve bankruptcy, which would be the next step.
So I've done this before, and I find it, I don't know, amusing. But I borrow my friend's car because he's got a BMW, and it's nice.
It's beautiful.
It's like a Class C. I'm not even sure what
You're
that
talking
means.
about Mickey's one, aren't you?
Yeah, and it is just a gorgeous car. So what I like to do on Christmas morning is we get up and we have some breakfast. Not really. We just open stockings. And at that point, I'll go out and get in his car, and I place the bow on top of the car. And then I just drive randomly up people's driveways where I see lights on. I'll just drive up and honk the horn.
Oh my God, honey, I had no idea.
And the door opens and they're like, oh, like that. And I just pull out and go away, go to the next house.
You know, someone's eventually going to shoot you. You know that, right?
Where's my car going?
Honey, wasn't that for me?
We got to video that this year.
You're a really bad person.
Oh, hon.
Okay.
And you know, whoever's the first to the door, they think it's their car. Which I just think is, I'm sorry, I'm a bad person.
All right, coming up in just a couple of seconds, we would like
But
you
it
to
is
stay with.
really funny.
If you haven't seen some of these new planes,
Oh,
showers, beds, everything you could possibly desire. We'll tell you about it next. The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by Fink & McGregor, Mortgages Made Simple. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, you'll find out that you can get a mortgage with a credit score as low as 600. Fink & McGregor, also by the Vein Clinic. If you go to theveinclinic.com, you can schedule an appointment and find out some amazing options for pain-free removal of varicose veins and spider veins. Your legs can look great again with the Vein Clinic. And also by Black Diamond Experts. They're experts in electric, plumbing, heating, and air. They also have a brand new store up in Ogden now. If you'd like to reach them, you can go to blackdiamondexperts.com.
Apply today.
And drive away.
So, you know, you hear someone going to Tibet or something, and they go, well, how long is that flight? No, 16 hours. And you're like, oh my God, I serious, 14-hour flight. Oh my, an 8-hour flight.
I don't mind it for us so much. It's just that when you have children,
me, it's like the legs.
the unimaginable anxiety of trying to keep our children quiet.
Chairs aren't comfortable. They don't recline enough. It would just be a long flight. Well, my friends, if you have excess amount of money, you don't have to deal with that anymore. Now, 30 years ago, Philippine Airlines, they introduced a full bed on a flight.
How many people can you get on that flight, though?
How many people can you get in that bed?
Oh, look at that bed. That's so nice.
This is the new version. This is the new version.
Look at that. I know United Emirates has something similar to this, but this is amazing.
And the ones on the side, those things fold down so you get some privacy.
It's like a little pod.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
Look at that.
Give me another one. Oh, what?
And you get 15 minutes for a shower. How much water would they have to carry on that thing?
Maybe they just recycle it.
Look at it. They have like,
toiletries.
Gosh, I'm going to die right now.
So anyway.
Look, they've got the little monitor there, like a little laptop.
It's on the A380's upper deck.
Look at her face. She's like, I have too much money to live. I'm going to lay on my bed and read. I'm so wealthy.
You know, this makes the Mile High Club not a challenge.
I know, it really kind of takes like
it
this.
up.
Yeah.
76-inch long bed, 270-degree swivel on the chairs, 45-degree on that chair right there.
There's a lazy boy.
It goes back 45 degrees.
Have a lazy boy.
And
that's like a private cabin, isn't it?
It's a suite, they call it.
You have a private suite on an airplane.
Yes.
If only we were trillionaires.
Right? I would go to Thailand just to sleep.
Get a good night's rest.
Get a good night's rest, and then go there, and then turn around and come back.
That's nice.
It doesn't say how much, which I think is an issue.
I think there's a reason they don't tell you that, because right after that, you basically have a cardiac arrest, and they've just lost another passenger.
The last bed you'll sleep in.
Pretty much, yeah.
A viaduct.
Yeah, because, you know, after you pay, you give the kidney to pay for the flight.
Oh, isn't that cool, though? Those beds, it's just like, Oh, no cattle call. Like, oh.
I know, right? And
Yeah.
it's like in the little Lazy Boy lounger, and it's a private suite.
Let's get some info.
All right, let's go to Daisy. She's in the Gephardt Daily newsroom. She is brought to you by Fink and McGregor Mortgages Made Simple. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, there's like a 4-minute quiz. Go through all the 8 questions. They spit out a whole bunch of different options, and someone can call you back within the next business day. Fink-McGregor Mortgages Made Simple. Also by the Vein Clinic. Go to theveinclinic.com and set up an appointment. I go to the Riverton one. There are so many different things that you can do for your varicose veins now and your spider veins. Your legs do not have to look 20 years older than the rest of you. Theveinclinic.com. And also by Black Diamond Experts. They are experts in electric, plumbing, heating, and air. Brand new store up in Ogden now, so they can help you up there. And they're available 24/7. BlackDiamondExperts.com. Daisy, my dear, what's going on today?
Good morning, Todd and Erin. Hello again, everyone. Here's a look at national and world news for Tuesday, November 21st on GepHardtDaily.com. One U.S. Air Force pilot was killed and another injured when a trainer jet crashed in Texas Monday. Witnesses say they saw the pilot parachute from the plane, which crashed about 14 miles northwest of the Laughlin Air Force Base in Del Rio, Texas, at approximately 4 p.m. The name of the pilot killed in the crash has not been released. The incident is under investigation. Donald Trump says he plans to redesignate North Korea as a state sponsor of terrorism. Trump said that in addition to threatening the world with nuclear devastation, North Korea has repeatedly supported acts of international terrorism, including assassinations on foreign soil. Former President George W. Bush originally designated North Korea as a terrorism sponsor, but removed Pyongyang in 2008 in an effort to broker a nuclear deal. And California cops are moving to close several churches that have been selling marijuana. Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies arrested 2 people and seized $30,000 worth of weed from a local church back on November 15th. Investigators say in addition to selling reefer, the church was also distributing concentrated cannabis products such as marijuana wax, pot-laced chocolate bars, and dope-laden gummy bears. Church organizers say that their use and sales of marijuana is legal due to religious freedom laws. Police are telling the church organizers to tell it to the judge. That's it for now. For more headlines from across the country and around the world, go to GepHardtDaily.com. And for now, Todd and Erin, back to you.
All right.
Daisy.
Thank you so much. I've got it. Oh, look at this. Action cam.
Really?
Okay, that's the action cam.
You're looking at a close-up of the pumpkin.
Our microphones. See, it shows the tech on our show. So anyway, there's this
very
lady.
exciting.
I think dogs are scary sometimes. Our dog is wonderful.
Oh, I had one last night.
Except our dog barks at the delivery guy. Scares the crap out of the entire family every time. But you took our Gil walking last night.
He was a very good dog, but it was at night, and you know how there's some dogs that just sort of lie in wait for you?
Right.
And then they go, and it's that full-throated barking thing, and you know they're going to rip your neck off if they can get it.
Right.
And the guy was like, ho, ho, and the dog was literally dragging him towards us, and I'm
He's
like,
a good dog.
don't worry, he won't hurt you. And I'm like, are you nuts? He's going to eat me.
What did Gil do?
Gil was very good. He just kind of walked a little faster, like, please don't let him kill me. I mean, he was a good dog.
He's a mellow dog. Well, there's a lady who was riding her bike, and she was, this is in Indiana, and she was walking her dog. And when she was on a bike, you know how they do it, like, you know, the dog runs next to it, and everything's great. When a dog in the park charged her, now, she freaked out, and the bike went down. The dog is tied to the bike. There is no getting away. This dog comes on just full teeth and starts biting her dog. Actually gets a hold of it. She breaks in. It bites her on the leg. She calls the cop. The bad dog runs away. And so basically what happens is the police show up and she files this claim, and some dog attacked me, and there's laws against that.
Well, I can't blame her. That's horrible.
And she said it was that dog from that house, that person. Now, in a situation like this, you know, the panic and stuff, maybe your description of said animal might not be accurate.
Like, for instance, when you're being mauled and your dog's being eaten, you've been knocked off your bike. I can see that perhaps you would be somewhat shaken.
And so the cop goes over and knocks on the door. The guy comes to the door and he goes, listen, I got a complaint about your dog running full bore across the park and getting to this woman and bit her dog. And he goes, do you have a dog? And he goes, yes, I do. He said, we're going to have a problem then. I'm going to have to take the dog with me.
Because when they have that kind of thing, usually they do euthanasia. I mean, they'll put the dog down. It's pretty serious.
He said, this dog that ran across the park, I would like to see it, please. So the guy went back in his house, and he came out with something like this. And the owner just didn't say a word, just looked at the cop. He went,
don't think it was my dog.
Running across the park, huh? Running across the park.
And then racing away again like a shadow?
Yeah. Like a gazelle. A really fat gazelle. So anyway.
So I'm guessing he didn't get the ticket.
Wouldn't that be just so funny? Oh, would you like to see the animal that attacked the woman? Yeah, right over here. There he is.
All right, coming up next, Harrison Ford is awesome and saves yet more lives.
What?
Mm-hmm. Not even as Han Solo, just in real life.
Next.
Tell you about it next. The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by Fink & McGregor. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, there's a short 4-minute quiz, and at the end of it, you can find a whole array of mortgage options, and someone will call you back from Fink & McGregor within the next business day. Also by Utah Credit Approval. Go to utahcreditapproval.com because they know that bad things happen to good people, but that shouldn't stop you from repairing your credit and getting a reliable automobile at utahcreditapproval.com. And also all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. John has 24/7 service because he knows that emergencies can happen any time of the day or night. And right now they have a $69 special to check out all your heating systems to make sure they're working well. Just go to allutahplumbing.com. All right, we're back. Thank you. Good morning, and welcome to the Todd and Erin morning stream here on GephartDaily.com. You know what's interesting? I was thinking about the checklist that you do for like going into winter, and you turn off all the stuff outside, and then I'll watch you because I don't know how to do any of those things. And then you come in and you set up a few things inside, and you go through the furnace, and I'll see you put in filters because why should I? Because that's why I'm married to you because you're handy. But I was thinking about that. What that must be like for somebody who doesn't have that experience.
Thanks, hon.
Well, no, but maybe it's like a new couple and he's never had to do that stuff before. Maybe it's someone who's like newly single and you're sitting here with your kids going, does my furnace have CO2? What am I supposed to do? Or I don't know how to turn things off outside because it's not like you're born with that knowledge. That's one of the reasons I like Black Diamond Experts because this is really what they're made for. They're called experts because it's electric, plumbing, heating, and air. And when they come to the house, they can show you what to do. They can go through the stuff and make like a winter checklist with you, like, okay, do you have this off and this off? Have you tried this yet? And then if there's simple things that you should know how to do, they'll show you. And then they'll go through and they'll check and make sure that your system is safe and it's got everything you need. And then you're done. And it's that simple. And whatever they quote you is whatever you pay. There's no extra charges ever. So this is a really good time to reach them, blackdiamondexpert.com. Okay, tell me this one because I enjoy the story.
I'm going to take it to court right now.
I enjoy these stories so much.
Now, I don't know if you've ever been in court. Hopefully not. There to be courterized. But there are a lot of policemen there because they have to stand up and they say there was an accident and then they take the cops' word.
And then there's the bailiffs.
And then the bailiffs and stuff like that. So there's usually some cops around. Well, they have one guy, his name was Juan Barresquia, and he was pulled in front of the judge because he had some violations.
Felony drug charge is pretty big.
Yeah, and then the whole thing about not showing up places where he's supposed to and stuff like that. So he shows up, and you know what? Juan has some respect. Has some respect for the law and the legal system we have here in the great U.S. of A. So he took his cap off and put it behind with both hands, holding his hat, standing straight like this. And Catherine, what was her name? Catherine Sullivan, who was the judge, did what she needed to do and said, da-da, the parole officer and all that stuff. Well, meanwhile, there was 4 cops that were sitting behind him. And they noticed that when he took his hat off and threw it behind his back like this, that a small white envelope fell out and hit the floor. And the cops were all looking at each other going, did you?
He did not.
You saw that, right? I saw that. Did you see that? Yeah. They let Catherine Sullivan, the judge, do her job and then placed him under arrest. Cocaine in his hat. Took it off.
He hid the stash in the lining of his cap and then took it off in respect. That is the face of a chagrined man.
Yeah.
That is an expression of chagrin, and perhaps even one that of like, what the hell was I thinking?
But he doesn't have hat hair, and I find that interesting.
Maybe he had time to fluff it up before the mug shot.
So the
Really, you really can't hold off. You really can't hold off your drug stash long enough to actually go into court,
leave it in the car.
deal with your felony drug charges, and then come back out.
Well,
you really need it that much that you actually have to take it with you.
But here's the other thing: is the cops didn't have to file anything or anything. They had to be as witnesses and everything because the 8 security cams caught in like slow motion. It was like a football game with a slow, like.
And you know the court bailiffs are like, that's going on the Christmas party reel. Yeah, that's what that's doing. Christmas party reel. Yep.
So, but good for you for taking your hat off. That was awesome.
Yeah, that part's good. All right, I would just like to say that I have now been vindicated. Vindicated.
On what charge?
Okay, well, you know how I have so many speeding tickets every year that they threaten to take away my license.
You have to go to driving school.
And they gave my case to Kevin, who I love so much, and this poor kid's like 22, and every year he calls me and goes, Mrs. Collard, your points are in, and you're almost at the point where I'm going to have to take away your license. Would you like to go to traffic court? School. And I go, yes, I'll go to traffic school. And he goes, do you think you can hold off and not get another speeding ticket? And I'll go, Kevin, I'm so going to try. And then I go to traffic school down at the courthouse. And the guy always goes, yeah, that's Erin. That's Erin Collard right there from Todd and Erin. How are you, Erin? I'm like, thank you so much for pointing me out.
They should give you your own seat.
So in any case, I would like to point out that I am keeping everybody else safe.
How are you doing
I
that?
have proof now.
Of what?
BYU study. It's true. Freeways with higher speed limits may be safer. Now, the study was commissioned by the Federal Highway Administration. It was assessed a variety of highway features that make accidents less likely. Now, some of them are obvious, like paved right shoulders and concrete barriers, duh. But statisticians were perplexed after discussing and discovering down at BYU that faster freeway speeds actually decreased the number of accidents. Isn't that interesting? These are statistics from BYU, and what they said, it was one that caught us by surprise. We weren't expecting it, so we had to dive into it further, accounting for things like how much traffic flow was going through and everything like that. But even if after accounting for all those features, the higher speed limits making a freeway safer persisted. So that was really interesting to them. And the Federal Highway Administration said it actually doesn't surprise us, they said, because through our statistical modeling, that's what we've already found out. And that was one of the reasons they went up to 70 on I-15. But they said that they've even seen even higher increases of safety in certain areas, particularly with some of the more rural highways, by going up to 80.
Maybe it's just because when you're going fast, you ricochet off stuff.
You think?
Yeah.
And you just fly right off the freeway and you don't hit anybody else?
Do you remember when the highway speed was 55?
Oh, yes.
You want to feel frustration? Get on the freeway when you're alone. Make sure you're clear of all the cars and go 55 miles an hour. It's like you want to get out of your car and walk around it to see what's wrong. 55 miles an hour. They did it because of the oil shortage back in the 70s. They did it then, but no. So don't gloat.
Freeways with speed limits of 70 to 80 miles per hour are safer than those with a limit of 60 to 65.
So when the cop pulls you over, you're just going to go, saving lives, mister.
Saving lives.
All right, so I want to do a list.
Right before he pistol whips me, but
That's
yes.
right.
Yes.
I want to do a list of Harrison Ford. Now
he is made of awesome and brawn.
He is. He saved someone with his helicopter. Remember that off a mountain?
And remember when he saved all those Boy Scouts? There was another time that there was this group
That's
of
right.
Boy Scouts that were lost, and he actually rescued them.
That's true. He crashed his own plane twice. He's flown.
That was just for practice.
He's flown dangerously low across an airport. Across the airport. Not with the airport.
It was for practice.
Across.
Practicing.
And he goes, yeah, this is Harrison. He told the tower. But in this case, he's always where the action is, even if he has to create it himself.
This one's weird, though. He was actually on the freeway down in California. He wasn't flying or anything. Big crash. They went off the medium. It was pretty serious.
She went off the road. Off the road.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He scrambled down the culvert, It was a pretty steep thing, and he got her out of the car and he got her stabilized before the police could get there. Once
Harrison
again,
Ford.
made of awesome.
Dun, 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 dun.
And he's married to Callista Flockhart still.
And you know, I just saw a rerun of Ally McBeal. Mm-hmm. That's still a funny show. Just thought I'd bring that up.
Kind of full circle into
The end of the show.
Yeah, what are we doing? That was good.
Oh, we got that thing we have to go to.
Yes.
All right, so you guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow on the Todd and Erin Morning Stream.
We'll have the ugly
gift
sweater
card.
of all ugly sweater videos for you tomorrow. You're
We
going
will.
to really love them.
All right?
You have no idea how much Christmas apparel is
All right.
available to you.
Peace out.
Okay, bye-bye. Wait, did you get my keys?
Now we've got everything we need.
Yeah, right.